Hey YouTube, this Ashley in here back with another video. I'm Ash.
I'm Leah.
All right, and so this topic we gonna be talking about people who take everything seriously and people who don't take critiques too well. So we feel like we can elaborate on what our thoughts is about that, and we experienced it firsthand. She had somebody that take everything too seriously, me vice versa. So we could definitely relate to this video. We just want to put y'all through the thought process of how we feel about it. Well, what can be done, like to probably work on it or make it better, because nobody's perfect, but we just gonna share our thoughts and opinion on it. So yeah, so I could just start out by saying that the people that take everything too seriously, my first message is, life is too short. Of course, y'all heard this many a times before, that life is too short and you should just live a little while you can, because you never know what tomorrow brings. I'm pretty sure y'all all heard that saying, but that's so true, because I don't know if y'all lost people in your life. I have lost people in my life. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. And I just don't want that to happen to somebody that, one of your loved ones, and you just took it for granted, or, they were saying stuff to you, you took everything too serious. Maybe they needed, something to uplift them and take the stress off, and you taking everything they say too seriously, maybe that put them down more in a sunken place. So it can also help people mindset to be around you too. So, I think you should just, hear people out, like, don't be quick to shut them down. I know some people, when somebody tell them something, they just jump in defense mode, and they feel like whatever they telling them, they feel like, oh, I got to defend myself. You're going against me, because you don't agree with me. It's not that. They just probably love you and just want the best for you. So you don't have to take everything they say as an attack on you, attack on your character. They saying that despite you, they saying that to hurt you. No, they probably only saying it because they love you. They want to see you better. They want to see you grow, and they want, everything for you to continue growing in this world, because it's already a cruel world. So, the last thing they want to do is see you fail. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then people who don't take critique too well, we feel that fall, hand in hand. Um, basically just telling you like, oh, I feel like you don't have to talk this way towards that person, because it'll still come out if you talk to them human to human. You don't have to talk down on them. You don't have to belittle them and talk like you're better than them. Your point will still come across, but because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. What's your thoughts on it?
People that find offensive when it comes to critiquing or having an opinion. I mean, everybody have an opinion. Everybody gonna feel a certain way. That's just the way it is. So the best thing to do is basically it's like the form of communication, like the type of way you're speaking to one another. Like you don't have to be so negative, even even if you're trying to express a certain, even if you're trying to express yourself. Um, Most of the time, like you just it's just the way it is. Like you gotta learn that everybody, is going to have a difference in opinion and or the way or the way that the person is talking to you. Just let them know like you're not feeling a certain conversation because you feel like they just critiquing a little bit too much or they being harsh when it comes to expressing themselves. Because another thing about um, people who critique other people or have an opinion about certain situation is the way they kind of talking to you.
Mhm.
Because the way a person talks to you and can also make it feel like you like they being very negative, even though they're not trying to be negative. They just expressing a certain issue that they don't like,
Mhm.
and it's making you feel bad
Mhm.
in a way. Like if you saying like, all right, like for instance, somebody comes to you like, oh, you smell musty today. Like that's negative. Like you're not gonna feel happy about, even though they coming to you and letting you know that your underarms stink or something. Imagine if I was to come to you like, I have a problem. I just want you to know, like, you kind of smell a little musty today. But you see how I came like with that approach. I wasn't like,
Yeah.
oh, I just came up to you and said, oh, you stink. You know, just
Mhm.
going on and on.
Yeah.
Than me just saying, oh, hey, you smell a little
Right.
musty today.
Yeah,
Mm,
because a lot of times people don't hear you when you talk negative. That's when they jump right into the defense mode.
mm-hmm.
Even though you probably feel like, yeah, I wanted that person to know he was musty today. I'm trying to help him out. Okay, if you're trying to help him out, you could have came at him or her correctly.
Right.
Pull them to the side. Just be honest with them because you said, oh, a friend. You want to be an honest friend, and that's all fine and dandy. Like we all want to be honest friends. We all want to tell our friends, peers, just be truthful to them on what we feel. Vice versa, because we want them to be truthful to us. But if you don't approach the situation right, they not gonna hurt you. It don't matter what you say or how you feel like you trying to help him, it's gonna go on deaf ears. So
Mm-hmm.
and then all y'all gonna be doing is end up arguing, going back and forth, and for what? Because when you could have just came at them correctly, like you wouldn't want nobody to talk to you like that. So that's
Yeah.
how I feel. I just feel
It
like,
just be a lot of confrontation about nothing when
yeah,
all the person is trying to do is get they all they trying to do is just communicate with you without trying to make you look bad. But some
mhm,
people be in so much of a defense mode because maybe they used to getting praised or whatever, or certain, even when it comes to insecurities, like
mhm,
people who might look a certain way,
mhm,
and that might be an insecurity they might be feeling, and I come to you and I'm telling you like, oh, that blouse you got on or them pants you got on don't look right,
mhm,
and all of a sudden they just, it's something what I said might have triggered them.
mhm,
So it's not saying you have to walk, it's not saying that you can't come to a person
right,
about how you feel. It's just more so how you start. Or it's more so how you word certain things to not make them put them in a negative space or make them feel like you critiquing them, even though you are critiquing them, but not bashing them at the same time.
mhm,
Not making them feel or having their self esteem. You know,
mhm,
because a lot of people do have, I mean, and it's an ego thing too. Like people do have egos,
mhm,
and if you're not massaging their ego, or whatever, then yeah, they might feel like you're critiquing them is a little bit off-putting. So they go into this defense mechanism where they feel like what you saying, like nah, not going for that. So then they turn into a big disagreement,
mhm,
and all you trying to do is just let them know that you feeling a certain kind of way or a problem. Friend, family,
mhm,
mother, brother, sister, whoever it is that you're trying to talk to, and you're not, you're not
mhm.
happy about it. So when you approach them about it, they can come a little bit, uh, you know,
Better. I just feel like you should treat other people the way you want to be treated and talk to people the way you want to be talked to. That's basically the point we trying to get across. If you know you ain't gonna tolerate nobody coming at you like that, and you know you ain't gonna tolerate
Mm.
nobody treating you like that, then don't treat them like that. Cause you already should know their response. You shouldn't be surprised by it. You know, I don't get the people that come at somebody crazy, and when somebody come back at you, you like, well, do like what you thought? Like, oh, yes, sir, okay, yes, ma'am. You know, do anything you say, and like, no, that's not your child you talking to, or you know, like that's your friend or associate or whoever they is to you. You know, so you you human, they human too, so they're gonna have their natural reaction to it. So yeah, that's all we can stand on that. Like, you know, so it's just like, you know, I know it's a lot of people that, you know, because we flaw, we not perfect anytime. So it's probably been experiences where we didn't take critique too well. You know, you live and you learn. And long as you can admit that, like, dang, I didn't take that critique too well. If you can admit it and then learn from it, that's cool. Because we not saying that, you know, nobody does it or you should, like, of course we human, so we all gonna do it, we all gonna
Yeah.
be judgments, we all gonna take critique fine, we all gonna take something that we shouldn't take too seriously. I've done it, she done it, so we all done it. We just expressing our opinions about it, elaborating, saying that, you know, maybe you can think on it next time before it happened, and probably like, you know, just realize that, hey, they not wrong for taking the offenses, because you know I would too. So a lot of people don't think like that before they act on something or before they say something. And so that's all we saying is just, you know, evaluate yourself and, you know, feel like, you know, see what you can do differently. That's all. And that's
Yep.
all I take on that. You got anything else to say about that?
And that's pretty much it. Like everybody is gonna have an opinion, and when the opinions are being made, or you're being, or when you're communicating with a person, rather it's at work,
Mm,
school, sports, even like
mhm.
it's not that it's not that I mean some people do have like our little could be haters
Yeah.
and they just talking bad just because they
Mm,
want.
mhm.
But as far as being critiqued, like you know, nobody never wants to hear like bad things about them. I
Right.
guess it's more so of an ego thing because
And,
a lot of us do have like egos where like
and
you
most,
don't want to hear something negative about you
right.
to another person talking about you.
Hmm.
Like um
And most of the haters they talk about on your back, so we don't care too much about them anyways.
mm,
Rare that they're gonna say it to your face. But yeah, that concludes this video, and
yep.
we'll see y'all again in the next video. Signing out, Ash.
Sign out, Leah.